As well as the standard fair use policy, this video is protected under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1787.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
First, I gave him our U.S.A.R law enforcement pamphlet.
Okay, so
that pamphlet means absolutely nothing, but carry on.
This explains to you what to do here in the U.S. if you get pulled over?
Yes, and you make sure that law enforcement understands that there's nationals traveling. Those are our issued driver's licenses, just to make sure that, because, you know, it's a learning curve. It's not, you know, common. So I make sure that I carry things to make sure law enforcement understands that I'm a national. I'm actually the governor of the province of Georgia, actually.
Say what?
For success, it's important to stay calm and build rapport. Well, yeah, I'm a holistic doctor, which is why I deliver the medical supplies. Board certified doctor.
Okay. So. Now I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
How much marijuana is in the vehicle?
None.
Okay, I'm getting a strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle.
You can check if you like.
His voice is quivering and cracking a bit, as if he's lying. He also seems like he's nervous, but trying to stay calm.
You can check if you like, but it's my board certification.
Oh, I don't need that, sir.
And there, you can check. There's no marijuana in the vehicle, but I also have that as well from the national government. But there is no marijuana in the vehicle. It is at this point I pull out my U.S.A.R issued marijuana license and put it on the dashboard for the officer to see. I immediately let him know he can search, so he wouldn't grow suspicious. I'll put these here. But notice, he never tells me he's radioing for backup to move forward with the search until I ask him. But yeah, then they also advise to, you know, well.
Yeah, don't slip up and say something stupid, because you're clearly talking out of turn as if you're nervous about something.
I'm sorry?
I was just going to say that as governor, we always tell our citizens to let the officer know that if there's any verification that needs to be done or anything, that you are supposed to call my president.
Okay.
But yeah, and I do apologize for going too fast. Does it change? Does the speed limit drop at a certain point? Because this isn't my area.
Not till you get to Clayton, but the maximum speed limit in Rabun County, which is where we are right now, is 55.
And how many miles am I in Rabun? Rabun?
Inside of Rabun, you are probably about 6 miles inside Rabun right now.
How many miles to get through though? To where
to where you're headed?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think last time, I was looking at GPS to check. I think it last said I had 15 more minutes to get to this nursing home. So.
Okay. Yeah, you're not very far.
And my seatbelt's on.
Yes, I'm thankful for that. Thank you, sir. Hang on just a second. I'm trying to get my radio to work.
Yeah, and that was one thing I was trying to do. My GPS conked out on me a quick second with no signal while I was driving.
Now, you see how the officer just told this Moorish sovereign citizen to hold on, that he's about to get on the radio, and then the sovereign citizen immediately starts to try and start up a conversation with the officer as if he's trying to steer the officer's attention away from doing what he said he was just about to do, which was radio in to somebody. Seems like this guy is hiding something and trying to throw the officer off his game.
Remember, our government is an ally with his government, so there's no need to be militant or hostile with the officer.
Excuse me, sir, but what in the doohickey are you talking about? Your government is fictitious. It has been deemed fictitious. It is not real. So your statement makes no sense.
After engaging with the officer, he has a clear understanding that I am not a U.S. citizen.
Welcome to the room of infinite bullshit!
And he must engage with me differently. As a national, I let the officer know I am fully compliant with his processes.
Okay, sorry about that.
You gotta check my registration and stuff?
No, since you said I could check the card because I do smell that odor, I'm asking for another unit to come up here, just so for officer safety.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't actually want to. You can go ahead and do what you gotta do because I'm trying to get to going. I'm thinking real fast at this point. Do I have to consent to a search?
What type of silly question is that? Do I have to consent to a search? No, you don't have to consent to a search, but you already did. You already consented. So now if you tell the officers that you don't want to search anymore, they're definitely gonna know or think that you're up to no good.
That's not exactly what I was trying to do. Consenting to opening my car and doing all this. But there is no marijuana, or anything illegal in the vehicle. No, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to consent, but I mean, with the odor I'm smelling, I'm just going to get a canine out here.
I was waiting on him to say that.
I mean, it's up to you.
What's up to me?
If you want to give consent or not. Consent to search the vehicle.
If I consent, does a canine have to come? We have to wait on all those things?
No, sir. If you consent, we don't have to wait on a canine.
I knew the answer to that. I just wanted to hear him say it. I don't need to be waiting on a canine. And if there's any problems, I highly advise that you also discuss with my national government, who's issued all rights. But there's nothing in here, so I don't even know why it would be necessary, but just letting you know.
Well, let me just explain where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Marijuana is illegal in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
Little bit like this, less than an ounce, I don't care about. I'm just going to destroy it. You can't be in possession of it.
I understand.
But any amount whatsoever is illegal in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
That's why I'm going through all this with you.
And the only reason that I'm mentioning this is because it's like, as far as national government, and not being a 14th Amendment citizen, Negro, black, colored, I'm Moorish American national, is like, as far as national government, and not being a 14th Amendment citizen, Negro, black, colored, I'm Moorish American national. So my national government, which supersedes the federal.
This Moorish American national just said that his fictitious government supersedes the U.S. federal government. These Moorish sovereign citizens are so delusional, it's not even funny.
Has issued me rights for it. So I'm just making sure that part is clear. This isn't a generic thing. This is an actual national, but a lot of people don't know that we actually have an indigenous Native American national government for Africans born in America. So, but I'm just being thorough with explaining things. And what do you need me to do so that you can check?
I'm not saying you're in trouble.
No, I understand. So what would you need me to do at this point? Because I really need to get to these patients.
I'm honestly just waiting on another unit.
So that
your
safety.
Get you on the road.
I got you.
Okay.
I understand, for your safety.
I can't have you standing out here while I'm looking in your vehicle.
Makes sense.
That's not
that
safe
wouldn't
for
even
me
make
or you.
Yeah, you definitely would train better than that.
There goes that nervous laugh. This dude, to me, is hiding something.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I understand. Now, the whole part about if it's just a little bit, I don't care about it, I'll just destroy it, but you can't have it in the state of Georgia. I respect that. You can't have it. We respect their laws. But either way, I'm a non-citizen. You have no jurisdiction over me. So
Wrong. This guy is fucking stupid.
Excuse me, sir. But if this officer has no jurisdiction over you, why did you stop? Why did you allow this officer to pull you over since you're a quote-unquote non-citizen? This is absolutely ridiculous. These people are complete morons. This quote-unquote non-citizen was clearly born here in the United States, which makes him a citizen, which means the officers do have jurisdiction, which is why he stopped in the first place.
all you can do is destroy it. But my U.S.A.R Constitution says that I can possess
do this route.
marijuana.
Well, I go to Clayton. Then what's it? Is it Live Rock, Georgia, or something Rock? And
Black Rock?
Not Flat Rock. Something Rock.
Well, there's a Black Rock. There's Flat Rock.
I think it's Flat Rock.
There's probably several more. I just don't know them.
There's and then Dahlonega.
Okay.
And then I head back down to Atlanta.
Okay.
So I do this route. I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then another guy does Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
All right. Well, just please keep in mind you got to be slowing down. You can't be speeding like that. Okay.
I understand.
It's definitely unsafe. Not only is it unsafe for you, but for others as well. Okay.
I understand. And I'm not seeing the speed limit. I thought I was in pocket, thinking it was maybe 60, 65, where I'm like, I try to stay under 10 miles of it. So
I don't know if you're familiar with what it's called, but the gorge back there.
I know, yeah,
Tallulah Falls.
Yeah.
That long bridge that's all lit up. Before that,
when I passed
you came into Rabun County.
After that movie, well, the movie theater was way back, but I know the bridge.
Campbell. Yeah, that bridge right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, you're in Rabun County, and from that point on till you get to North Carolina, there is no
adjustment in the speed limit.
Well, there is, but it's 45, 55. There's no.
Oh, goes down.
Over 55.
Okay. Well, definitely at a certain point we can't hit those turns. I can't hit those curves going fast. Yeah, at a certain point, once I hit those curbs, it'd be foggy and stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to have you step back here. You can bring your phone and continue to record if you'd like.
Yes, sir.
But I'm going to have you step back here to the front of my car, okay?
I'm going to reach down, put my shoes on.
Perfectly fine.
In my opinion, consenting to the search is always the best option. And as you can see, I continue to engage with the officer, continue to be friendly, find common ground so that you seem normal, you know, make friends.
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is older and the other gold. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is older and the other is old.
You know, be allies, act like an ally. Very important also.
Like I said, we're just going to step right here to the front of my vehicle.
Me step to the front?
To the front of my vehicle.
Oh, I ain't see you there.
Didn't see me.
Well, I mean, the light.
Oh, and there's a firearm in my glove box that I haven't mentioned yet, but he'll find it.
How you doing, officer?
I'm good. How about yourself, my friend?
I'm doing all right. I just going, not paying attention. Speed limit was what? 50, he's explained to me it's 50.
55.
50, yeah, 55. Yes. I deliver medical supplies
to the nursing home on War Woman up here. That's one of my routes. So just trying to get to them. I got two other stops to deliver the medication.
Gotcha. I think I stopped. You have a coworker that does that too, or you?
I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He does Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Did he have locks?
It's been a couple weeks ago, but I can't really remember.
There's like 3 of us that rotate this route.
A female?
She had like blue hair. There's like 2 women.
Okay, I stopped them. It's been a few weeks ago, but she was in a hurry to get there too. Yeah. Everybody's always.
And then they also got us the medicine an hour late tonight also. I didn't get off until 8:30. I was supposed to get off at 7:30. Like as far as pulling out from Atlanta.
Do you stay gone in like 8 hours, or is it just
6.
like drop off and then come back?
Yeah, as soon as I hit that one, we sign for all the medication and medical, whatever they need, and then I'm go to the next. It takes me about 5.5, 6 hours to complete this route. But those turns and the twists through the fog, and so other than that, I mean, it's side hustle. I'm a holistic doctor, bioenergetic medicine. So this just a part-time, take a nap and go try to make some more money.
I've done that many a time.
Hey, I know you feel me. Especially you guys, y'all work the clubs, y'all do all that stuff.
Yeah, there's always something. Somebody needing security for something, or a football game, or
right, exactly. They need you to stand out there with your lights at least.
Yeah.
Divert. Do you do church after church, like the church let out?
We don't have any churches big enough here.
Okay,
to constitute us doing that. But like we have rodeos and football games and stuff. We'll do
weekend events and yeah. I do water rescue for whatchamacallits out here, out this way sometimes, like extreme obstacle course races and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I do the like the Savage races and Spartan races and all that, mud runs. I'm the guy that gets you out the water when you fell in there with a dislocation. Right.
And they haven't done that in, maybe 4 or 5 years, last I remember working it.
And that one a lot of times doesn't have water, so I'll just be medical, but I won't have to be water rescue.
Are they still doing that one?
I haven't seen Warrior Dash in a minute. That one I haven't seen in a minute. Now, Savage race and Spartan race are pretty still regular.
I've seen the Spartans. I've never seen the Savage.
Savage is that, it's pretty much just like Spartan, but it's more water. Spartan really don't have a lot of water either.
I'm sure.
I do the wipeout.
Okay.
I do it. Yeah. That one's just fun. You get a headache laughing so much. Cause it's meant to bust your butt. Like it's almost no way with that one. It ain't even skill. It's, the floor just gonna pop up on you or something. Speaking of those, I was on American Ninja Warrior 2015.
How'd you do?
I was looking at the wall, like he's the wall. He's the warp wall in the button, and I fell like.
I've watched that a good bit. That's interesting.
God, you hit that water, man. It's just heartbreaking to hit that damn water.
Sir, your glove box is locked. Can I open that up?
Now you heard what the officer just said, that his glove box is locked. So he's asking for his permission to open it up. Now here is where things might get interesting, because earlier in the video, this Moorish sovereign citizen said that he had a firearm in the glove box. So let's see if he's going to give the officers permission to open the locked glove box. Now on a side note, you heard the conversation that this Moorish sovereign citizen is now having with the second officer on the scene on the side of the road. Now it's clear that this Moorish sovereign citizen has a legal job. He is working for a company where he's delivering medical goods. And we know this is clearly a legal job because the officer has pulled some of his other co-workers over. So being that this Moorish sovereign citizen has a legal job making deliveries, we know that he has an actual legitimate driver's license, because there would be no company that would hire somebody to drive something as important as medical supplies without checking to see if they have a valid driver's license. And no, they wouldn't hire him with a U.S.A.R driver's license. They would verify that he actually has a real driver's license issued by one of the 50 states. And once they ran it and saw that he had a valid driver's license issued by one of the 50 states, they then hired him. Now, on a second thought, this sovereign citizen said that he is the governor of his province, the province of Atlanta or Georgia, or whatever he said. Now, I don't know any governors in the U.S. that have side jobs, that are working a second job. Like, being a governor is your job. So if you're truly a governor in your fictitious government, why isn't that just your job? Why do you then have to deliver medical supplies? Oh, I know the answer. Because your government isn't real. You're playing make-believe, just like the rest of these fools. It is sad that you're trying to really hold on to it, but you're clearly a citizen and you have a regular job, and you being the governor is just something that you want. It's pretty much a part of your imagination. You're part of the U.S.A.R club, but it really means nothing. In your real life, you have a job, a legal job, and you deliver medical supplies.
Yes, because you're probably gonna have to get a dog.
The key out of the ignition?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I say no? Then you gotta get a dog?
That's your decision, but I'm just gonna call a canine.
Okay, yeah, we don't have time. Go ahead. You gonna pull the key out?
607. Is there any marijuana in there, dude?
No.
Has there been recently?
No. I'm just trying to go so I can get home by at least 3.
By when? By what time?
3. Because I try to get home by 1:30, but at this point it's probably like gonna be like 3.
I guess that's the best time to drive. You coming from Atlanta?
Well, traffic-wise, yes. Visually, no. But traffic-wise, yeah, because then it would turn it into a 7-hour thing.
What part of Atlanta do you come out of?
I'm in East Atlanta. I'm right, if you watch golf, I'm right by the East Lake Golf Course.
Okay.
Where they just had PGA Tour.
Mm-hmm. I come through there, I went to Florida for a couple days, and I went through Atlanta, and there was it was midnight, but there's still a lot more traffic than I was used to.
Yeah, well, I say since Katrina, it don't really slow down. Like growing up, it would be like this at night, you know. Well, in the neighborhood areas, yeah, but pretty much no. Like when I'm leaving at 3 and I hit downtown Atlanta around Georgia Tech and all that, yes, cars like.
I typically, if I have to go south, I go to Florida a fair amount. If I do, I'll take back roads if it's during the day, but I don't like having to worry about hitting a deer or something. So a lot of times I like to leave out of here about 11 or 12 at night.
Don't jinx me, because that was one of my thoughts. I don't need no deer to pop out.
Yeah, especially you get up here, it gets bad. It hasn't been as bad, but it's getting that time of year
where they start grazing in the dew water. Yeah.
About October.
And then in my house, actually, I've been seeing some lately coming out more.
Yeah, you'll see them start to move as it cools down a little more. And
How big is the glove box?
The what?
I'm saying, how big could this glove box be?
I don't know. Negative. She said negative, whatever. Did you have a firearm in there?
It might. Is it?
It might. Is it? Boy, you know you got a firearm in that vehicle. You clearly stated it in the beginning of the video. Now, I guess the camera cut because they hauled your Maures behind off to jail. Now, let's take another quick look at another video of the same Moorish sovereign citizen trying to act as if his U.S.A.R driver's license is legit when now we know this man has a legal job driving, so we know he clearly has a legitimate license issued by one of the 50 states. So he was pulled over on another instance, and he's trying to act as if they let him go because of his U.S.A.R driver's license. Like I said, we now know this man drives for a living, so he actually has a legitimate driver's license. So what they're doing is they're trying to fool people into thinking that the police are letting them go with the U.S.A.R issued driver's license, so that way individuals will waste $50 or $100 buying that piece of crap from the fictitious government of U.S.A.R. It's nothing but deceit.
All right, Mr. Spears. That's fine. Your license is fine.
Okay.
Right. Look.
You see the deceit here? This Moorish sovereign citizen just tried to act as if the officers were referring to his U.S.A.R issued driver's license when they said your license is clear. We just saw in the other video that this man drives for a living, so we know for a fact that he has an actual legitimate license that was issued by one of the 50 states, and that is what the officers were referring to. They weren't referring to your fake U.S.A.R driver's license. So ladies and gentlemen, do not fall for it. Do not go and spend your money on a U.S.A.R issued driver's license. I have other videos showing that those licenses are being confiscated by the police. So don't waste your money on anything coming from that U.S.A.R fictitious government.